You guys also have Brandon Cruz, right? And Brandon Cruz. Brittany is a junkie, and she only likes black people, black men, black boys. But she's a little hooch from Ocala, Florida, when she was picking up people back of Circle K, always jumping into the 18 wheelers with the older men, getting in and getting their and yeah. So you want to keep going there, Brandon Cruz, and so Brandon Cruz was here at Magnolia. I was out and I was homeless for a little bit, and then he turned around and said, "The only one I see, you turn." So basically, I stayed on the couch. He had the bed. I'm not gay, so I'm gonna sleep on the couch. And it gave me about a week. And then when I got my money, I turned around and gave them money for that week. For As I don't expect to live for free, so I gave him money for that week. And then Brittany, Brits, Ashley, it was starting to get flooded out. And Brandon Cruz is a fucking cocaine junkie. So I only dealt with it for like 2.5 weeks, and then he was coming in. You know, Domino's want to hire you, blah blah blah, trying to get me, trying to demand me to go over there and work for them. No. And then the next day he just kept on, kept on, kept on, kept on, kept on, and I told this motherfucker to go fuck himself. So then I got my money and I said, "Yep, I'm out." So I left, and yeah, then that's when you had Stewart. So he comes and I was chilling with Stewart for a minute, and then until I found out the way he was, he's a little bitch boy, but he wants to sit on the. He said he wanted a place to stay for a night, so basically he stayed there. Brandon was like, yeah, and then he started staying there like constantly, like it was expected for him to stay there, and I had enough of Brandon bringing everybody in, and yeah, Ian was drunk, passed out, and all they were doing is drugs, coke, and blah blah blah. You guys, since you guys do it, go right ahead. I don't give a fuck, but you're not dragging me down with you fucking con artist. I choose to not do drugs, and I'm gonna stay that way. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, who the fuck you think you is. I'm gonna do it my way and when the fuck I want to. I stay off drugs, cokeheads. So like I said, my just stay the fuck out my business. I'm living a sober life, and that's where you get your full potential from. Because there's no garbage in the way. Remember, my hair, just like grass. You want it out the way, you gotta move it out the way, and now it's clear. I can see everything without a blind spot. It's clear for me to go get it. But when there's obstacles, I have to jump over hoops, because you see all these little spaces that you gotta cut through. That's why you cut your grass, and you can just go right through. I'm keeping my hair though, because I love my hair.